up everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Bob the Builder and today we're going to be testing out this DeWalt DCF 887 impact driver. Got 3 speeds and it's going up against the Kobalt brand new XTR 24 volt max brushless. I'm excited for this one. I don't know how you guys are feeling today, but I'm excited to see this test. I've been using this DeWalt for quite a while. Brand new XTR. Haven't tried it out yet. This just came out of the box. And today, we're going to see how these two compare against each other. Now, I got some quick specs for you right here. I went ahead and did this. And of the two, our Kobalt came in with the 4 amp hour battery at 4.03 pounds. And our DeWalt came in at 3.07 pounds. Not that big of a difference. Looking at them, construction-wise, both super heavy-duty tools. I really am liking the look of this Kobalt. It's got an awesome appearance. Got a nice, really, beefy appearance. It also has this belt clip, and it has a bit holder, which the DeWalt does not. So I'm liking that. So it came with this little bit right here. I'm going to go and stick that on there so you can see. Bada bing, bada boom. Right in there. There's your drill bit. Nice, easy storage. This is the new XR battery that came, XTR battery. Ultimate output, 4 amp hour battery. Nice, not too big. Got a nice rubber overmold there. It's got the 4 bars, and I just pulled this off the charger. You can see it's fully charged. Right there, got the 4 bars on there. I am ready to give this thing some tests. So today, what we're going to do, we're going to time everything, but we got 2 timber locks. Nice big timber lock screws. Got a couple of ledger bolts right here, 6 1/4 inch. Gonna try those guys out. We got handful of 3-inch screws. We're gonna do these guys, give these guys a run, and we are gonna go ahead and also do 6 of these guys right here, these nice little bolts. So we're gonna see how these guys compare against each other, and we are gonna give this a shot. All right. So first up, what we'll do is we will go ahead. Oh, we dropped one. There we go. We got 3 of these guys as well. So we're going to go ahead and get everybody set up. And what we're going to do is we'll test it, time it, see how it does, and then we'll see which one performs better overall. And we'll see how this goes. Maybe we'll get a little smoky action today. We'll have to see. But we got the XR right here. Now just for the people that are going to notice, this has a 5 amp hour battery on it. And the reason that I put that versus the 4 amp hour from Kobalt is actually because the Kobalt 4 amp hour battery has 96 watt hours. This 5 amp hour DeWalt battery has 100 watt hours. Now if I was to put a 4 amp hour DeWalt battery, we would actually possibly be skewing the test a little bit, because I've got one right here. And this is the 4 amp hour battery, and this guy only has 80 watt hours. So it would be a 16 watt hour difference. So yeah, it's not a 100%, apples to apples, but to give it the best overall test, we're going to go ahead and put a 5 amp hour on our DeWalt. And that's going to give us the most accurate test possible. Then we might do some extra little things to see how much we can push these drills. Now, one thing I did mention in a previous video, the collet on this Kobalt has got a nice grip to it, but it is not a quick collet. So you have to actually pull out to put your bit in. So first thing, I'll grab a couple of, I guess first thing, let's do these real nice timber locks. And these are going to go in to 4 2x4s. So I got 4 2x4s stacked end to end right here. We're going to put these guys right through that and see how quickly we can get them through. All right. Oh, we also have a 1.5 inch spattle bit that we're going to go ahead and use. This is the Daredevil 904 1.5 inch. We're going to see how these guys do against this as well. So actually, let's go ahead and start with that. We'll just put all this stuff off to the side. Let's go ahead and start with the spattle bit and see how it does. Make a big mess. Why not? All right. First up, let's do the DeWalt. Okay, and we're going to be on speed 3 for both of these. We're going to start this timer right here. Little timer action going. Alright, ready? I'm going to start over on this end of the board, okay? And ready, set, go. Alright, so that got all the way down in 26 seconds, and it didn't quite make it all the way through the four 2x4s, but, you know, it's a little short for that. If I threw an extension bit on here, maybe we could get it through all four, but I'd say we got pretty close. We didn't get quite all the way through. Yeah, let's do this. We'll retest it, and I'll throw an extension bit on there just to make it a fair test here. Alright, so I've got this DeWalt extension bit here. We're going to pop that in first. That will give us enough now. That should give us enough now that this will go all the way through. Yeah, that's going to go all the way through. Alright, so we're going to reset our timer, and we're going to go ahead and do this again. And we're going to see if we can get all the way through these four 2x4s. Here we go. So we actually lost the bit down in the wood here. So I'm trying to get back to the spattle bit. Got almost all the way through and then we lost it. Oh, we actually snapped it off. Alright, so we're going to have to reset because we actually went ahead and lost our spattle bit. About 3 boards in, it completely snapped off. It snapped right off into the extension. So we're going to have to reset, maybe go a little smaller bit size and see if that helps us. So bear with me 1 second and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, I'm back. So we went ahead and got the bit back out. It did actually end up snapping off on the impact driver here, so it did end up breaking it off, but fortunately it's still usable. So we're going to rerun the test. We're going to rerun it again, and then we're going to see exactly how long it takes to get all the way through those 4 boards. We're going to reset our timer, and 1, 2, 3, go. so we broke through at 43 seconds. We're going to go ahead and grab that bit out now. Find the head for it. And bada bing, just like that, we got our Kobalt. And again, we're going to be in speed 3 with this. We're going to go ahead and insert that collet. And we're going to see if we can get this to beat 43 seconds. I'm going to readjust this a little bit, get that guy locked in nice and tight. And one, two, three, go. So we actually broke through at 35 seconds. So test 1, Kobalt beat DeWalt. I'm going to go ahead and restart, reset up, and we'll get ready for the next test. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and redo this test one more time. So we're going to put up the Kobalt first, as that's the champion so far. We're going to rerun the test. We're going to run it and see if we can get the same result. Ready, set, go. 31 seconds. Even faster this time. So we're going to go ahead and give that DeWalt one more try. And I will also notice the motor on the DeWalt is a lot hotter. I don't even feel much heat at all in the Kobalt. Not even a difference of heat. The DeWalt is very, very hot right now. So we're going to see if we might get some smoke show going on here in a second. Alright, we got our DeWalt. And we're going to go ahead and see if we can beat 31 seconds with the DeWalt this time. Ready, set, go. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it because it didn't break it through, and it ended up being in 50 seconds, and it just basically just gave out. I mean, the DeWalt is so hot right now, it didn't even make it through. Barely broke through the end of the wood, and then just started having issues. So we're going to get that bit out of there. That is extremely hot. The collet is hot. The bits are hot. This just did not make it through. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can get it out with the Kobalt here. And there, just like that, the Kobalt broke it right through into the wood. Alright, sorry about that, my battery died. Alright, so we're going to start out with the Kobalt. And we're going to do these 6 1/4 inch timber lock screws. And we're going to see how well this guy does. Ready, set, go. Alright, 7 seconds. Now we're going to switch out and we'll see how the DeWalt does. Alright. And 1, 2, 3, go. 6.68 seconds. That was close. I think we're going to have to redo that test again because that was so close. I don't know which one actually might have gotten it. I think that calls for a rematch. So we got another one. We're going to throw this in our Kobalt right here. Now, funny enough, with all of these tests so far, the Kobalt has not dropped one battery. Our DeWalt has dropped 1 bar on a 5 amp hour battery. Alright, we're going to go ahead and test. Do this again. I'm going to go ahead and put this guy right there. And 3, 2, 1, go. .29. Alright, DeWalt's up again. We're going to put this in. We've got another one right here. Take the bar off the end of it. And we're going to reset our timer. And 3, 2, 1, go. Whoop. Restarting. 3, 2, 1, go. 6 seconds. 6.5 seconds. So far, the winner is still the Kobalt. I was not expecting this. The Kobalt is still beating this DeWalt. And this DeWalt is the 887, the DCF 887. This is the big bad boy of the XR line. And this thing is just as hot as can be. It almost hurts to touch it right now. It's so hot. That collet is hot. So even trying to pull the bits off the collet's hot. The metal housing is hot. The plastic overmolding, rubber overmolding. It's just a hot housing right now. I don't know if this thing's going to be able to take some more testing. But let's go ahead. Let's see how long it takes to take these guys out. So we're going to go ahead and reset. And I'm going to switch it out. So the one that the Kobalt did is going to be the one the DeWalt pulls out. And the one that the DeWalt put in is the one the Kobalt's going to pull out. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, start. Four seconds on that guy. And we'll pull out our Kobalt now. And we're going to put in the collet. Boom. Click in the bit. And we're going to reset our timer. So we have to beat 4 seconds with the XRT from Kobalt. 3 seconds. I'm going to rerun that one more time. And I'm just going to go ahead and switch over. So this is the one that the DeWalt put in. We're going to do it again. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Again, 3 seconds. That was fast. Alright. Now, give the DeWalt a second. Got hopefully a little cooler. And we're going to go ahead and see how long this takes. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, 3.7 seconds. Pretty close. I mean, they're right there comparable speed-wise on that. Now we'll go ahead and grab a couple of... see if these guys fit this. Okay. Bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to grab some bits that fell on the floor. Alright, so now we're going to put these guys up with some screws. We're going to test them out We're going to see how long each one takes to sink for, we'll do six 3-inch screws. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a different tool that's not part of this test. I'm just going to go ahead and pre-drill these just so the tip's in. Just enough so they're standing up. I might even do it by hand here. There we go. Just do it by hand. Just enough to get the tip in. I'm going to space them out just far enough apart. For anybody who says, oh, you know, there's an advantage to one or the other. I don't want there to be any advantages. So we're going to put them all in just enough where they stand up on their own. That's all we're trying to do with this. Just get it to where they stand up on their own. I'm going to let that DeWalt cool down for a second. And I think I'm going to let the Kobalt go first on this test. Just because that DeWalt is so hot right now. And I really think we would end up smoking it out at this point. I think if we try to put it through too much more, it is going to just not be happy. So we're going to go ahead and put these 6 screws in. As you can see, nice and spaced out, just enough. And we're going to grab a brand new, this is a brand new DeWalt Max Fit bit. Brand new out of the package, you can see. Okay, we're going to put that in. And then we'll give each of them their own brand new bit. So this way, the bits are brand new. Batteries are still good to go. And so we're going to go. And so we're going to see how long it takes to get all 6 fully sunk. So here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So it did actually end up costing us a second. So we're going to have to retry this test because what happened is as I hit that first screw, the other screws just fell out. So maybe we will have to just put them in one by one. So we'll continue the test with an additional, we'll just do 6 new screws. Got 6 screws right here. So we got a brand new set of 6 screws, and then as fast as I can put them in, and then we'll do the same test with the DeWalt. So we're going to reset it, and get this bad boy right here ready to go. Just going to go ahead and pop it in like that, and 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so for 6 screws, that took me 32 seconds. Not obviously the fastest person in the world. I'm not going to say I'm going to set any world records for fastest setting of screws, but that got us 6 screws in. None of them were pre-sunk or anything like that. They all sunk really, really deep in there, nice and thorough sinking. So we're going to go ahead and take this guy, put it off to the side, grab a brand new DeWalt bit, and we're going to see how this DeWalt does. Doing the same test. Let me grab some screws while I'm over here. So we'll grab 6 more. Okay, got 6 more screws here for the DeWalt. So we got to beat 32 seconds with this guy. So we're going to go ahead and start a new timer. We got to beat 32 seconds. And we're going to do the same thing. So we'll put the first one in. And 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so I had 25 seconds on the clock for this guy. Man, that is hot. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and retry this test one more time, just to make everything fair because, you know, right now I feel like it might not be a completely even, just with me personally, and my abilities. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and reset 6 screws in here. I'm just going to pre-drill ever so slightly, just enough to keep them up. And then this way they're going to be a fair test. There's no handling issues or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, and we'll go ahead and get that set up. And like I said, I'm going to use a different drill, one that isn't being used in this competition. This is actually my 12 volt. This is my DCF. Let's see, this is a DCF 801 impact driver, 12 volt from DeWalt. So we're just going to use this, and we're literally just going to pop these guys in just enough so that the tips are buried. That's all we're going to do. We're just going to bury the tips, evenly spaced, keep them nice and even head length, you know. And what we'll do is we're going to do 3, and then we'll do 3 with the DeWalt. So we're going to do 3 and 3, and we're just going to see how this does. We're going to put them nice in a line right here. Alright. And again, these are 4 pressure-treated 4x4s stacked on top of one another just so we have the depth to get all of these done. You can see right here, I can pick it up. Yeah, there we go. And you can see, got our nails right, got our screws right there, ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and give this guy a fair test. Do 3, then we'll do 3. So we're going to go ahead and reset our stopwatch. Reset it. And we're going to grab our XTR. Keep wanting to call it XRT. I don't know why. XTR. Alright, and 3, 2, 1, go. I got 7 seconds on this guy. Now our DeWalt XR. Reset, and 3, 2, 1, go. I got 6 seconds on this guy. Again, everybody's results are going to be a little different, but that was me doing my best. So now, I think we got one more test we could do. I'm thinking we should disconnect. I'm thinking we should do this nice size drill bit or something. I think we should do something. Maybe we can pull this guy out. This hasn't been unboxed yet. We got this guy. It's the Vermont American 5-piece carbon hole saw set. Yeah, we got a nice 2.5-inch saw in there. Maybe what we'll do is we'll take this 2.5-inch hole saw, disconnect these 4 boards. We don't need all 4 together. Disconnect those real quick, and then we'll see how long it takes to pop a hole or 2 through this. And then maybe for a grand finale, I got this nice 4-inch Linux hole saw, and I don't know, we might have to do it for, it's not going to fit the collet. So this isn't going to fit the collet, unfortunately, so we can't use it on this test, but when I do the impact drivers, when I do the drill drivers, when I do the drill drivers, we're going to use this guy, and we're going to put some big holes and stuff. So for right now, let's go ahead and disconnect these 4 boards. And I think since the XRT has been doing so good on all these tests, I think I'm going to use it. And I think we're going to time and see how quickly it can pull out one of these bolts. And these are some drill bolts. Some big lag bolts. So we're going to go ahead and let's time it real quick. Let's get a stopwatch. All right, ready? I'm going to disconnect this. 3, 2, 1, go. I got 5 seconds to pull this out. This is I want to say this is a 7-inch. I'll have to double check. But this is what we use to secure the 4 2x4s together. So we put one of these in each side. Now we'll let the DeWalt do a try and see what it can do. Maybe do a little dance. Yeah. I like to dance. You know, dancing's fun. Alright, so we're going to reset. Here we go. Reset our timer. And same test. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So I got 6 seconds on this guy. 6 seconds. Alright, so now what we'll do, go ahead and probably have top 2 that are going to have to get taken off. Yeah, we'll just kind of drop those guys over there for now. Alright, let's go ahead and... Why are these connected? Disconnect, here we go. Gonna disconnect this guy. Got these holes in it. So we'll go ahead and disconnect this guy. And we'll go ahead and grab out our Milwaukee fastback knife. Cut the top off of this guy. This brand new hole saw set, never used. This is carbon hole saw from Vermont American. I think I got this at Lowe's. Sounds like something Lowe's would carry. So I got this. So we'll give this guy a quick try. There's our 2.5 inch. Not the most high quality hole saws, I will say. You know, wouldn't be my right home about hole saws. But yeah, just basic. Got our quick. There we go. Go ahead and secure this guy down here real quick. Alright. So this guy's secure. He's ready to go. So let's go ahead and put the DeWalt up first. And we'll do 2, one after the other. So we'll do 2 through the 2x4, 1 and 2, and we'll time that. And then we're going to do it again with the XRT. So we're going to reset our timer, and 3, 2, 1. Well, I'm going to have to stop that timer real quick. So what happened is it actually ended up, the bit came right out of the housing. So we're going to have to do a little reconstruction on this guy. Get an Allen key and fix this guy up. Like I said, I wouldn't say these were any sort of bits to write home about. But it was sitting around the shop here, so figured we could use this and see how it does and kind of get an extra unboxing out of it as well. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can get this guy fixed up real quick. I think I got something we can use for this. Yeah, that thing is just... Let's come with an Allen key, did it? Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, so unfortunately we're not going to be able to do this test with this hole saw because it actually ripped out the retaining screw. The retaining screw literally like ripped out of the back end of this guy, and it's just not usable now. So this is a piece of garbage. I would not recommend these Vermont American. It's supposed to be 5 times the speed, but this thing didn't even get through one cut. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to test this anymore. So we'll have to maybe do a couple extra little tests just to kind of try everything out. Maybe we'll put a new speed bit on here and see how quickly it goes through one piece of 2x4. But yeah, these are just garbage. Wouldn't even bother using them. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So we got 2 bars left on our DeWalt. It's cooled down a little bit. So what we'll do is... Whoa. Got the Daredevil by Bosch kit right here. And so we just used the 1.5 inch. So maybe we'll drop it down to like, let's say 1 3/4 inches. We'll keep a big bit on here. So we're going to drop down one size to 1 3/8 inches. And we'll do 1 3/8 inches and see how this does in the head-to-head competition. So this will be through one piece of 2x4. We're going to see how quickly it can go through that one piece of 2x4. So we're going to reset our timer, and 3, 2, 1. Six seconds. And now we're going to change this out for our XTR. And we're going to see how well this guy does. Ready? And reset. 3, 2, 1. 4 seconds. Just 4.9. So we're almost 5 seconds. We'll call it 5 seconds. So let's beat it by 1 second. We're going to redo the test again. We'll pop another hole right here, and we're going to do it again. And then we're going to do the same thing with the DeWalt and see if we get a better time on the second one. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I got just over 5 seconds with this. And now with the DeWalt, let's see what the DeWalt does. Alright, we're going to reset our timer, and 3, 2, 1, go. seconds, so this is pretty consistently 6 seconds. Let's do one more of each. So we're going to start with the DeWalt and see if we can get a better time with the DeWalt. I'm not pushing super hard on these drills, by the way, in case anybody's wondering. Basically just letting the drill pull through on its own. These are the speed bits, so these are pretty much designed to pull through on their own anyway. So we're just going to let these guys do their thing. And 3, 2, 1, go. 5.56, so slightly faster. And one more time with the Kobalt here. I'm saying this guy's putting up a challenge to the DeWalt, so I'm excited to see some further testing. But here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 4 seconds, and I'm going to do it one more time just to make sure, because I kind of feel like there's a little bit of a flop on that one. So I just want to make sure that everything is fully tested. So 3, 2, 1, go. 4 seconds. That was 4 seconds. So yeah, almost 5, but a little on the medium side of the 4. So this, I will say, this is a very nice feeling drill. Comfortable in the hand. We finally dropped 1 bar. So after all this testing we've done, all that we put these drills through, this guy's only dropped 1 of 4 bars, whereas the DeWalt has dropped a bar out of 3. So I don't know, personally. Man, this, and it's still super hot. I do notice that this does not throw as much air. It does not cool itself quite as well as actually the XTR from Kobalt. The Kobalt throws a lot more air. It's cooling that motor a lot better, which is actually, I'd say, a very good design for Kobalt. I'd say that's got some brownie points for them, because even though they don't have the quick release collet, you know, you have to actually pull it out to put the bit in. You know, that's not the worst thing in the world. You get used to it. But this drill is much cooler. We've put this thing through its paces, and, I mean, it is not even hot versus the DeWalt. We got this, you know, DeWalt, and it's like you can't even hardly touch the metal. It's so hot. You know, it's got a lot of power. It's got the aggressive sound to it. This is actually surprisingly a little, about the same, maybe a little quieter. But I will say, this Kobalt XTR beats DeWalt in our set of testing. So, that's my personal opinion. You guys saw the testing. I'm going to go ahead and put these guys through the ringer a little bit more, just see what happens. But essentially, you know, with all the speed tests, everything, they're so close, if not slightly. DeWalt loses, actually, in this test. I would say DeWalt, almost every test lost. Just by a little bit. But I would say that DeWalt actually lost with a bigger amp-hour battery. So I gave DeWalt the extra edge of a 5 amp-hour battery just to get as close in testing as possible. So this tool with an even slightly bigger battery than the Kobalt still could not keep up with the Kobalt, and that's pretty impressive to me. All right, so I'm going to do, let's see, what are we going to do? We're going to do, what can we do to really take this guy home? Bear with me, I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, so I figured out what we're going to do to put these guys through their final paces. Don't ask me how, but I found another American Vermont, or whatever this guy's called, the Vermont American, and this is the 3X life, supposedly, 5X speed, 2.5 inch, essentially the same thing we tried testing with before, and it didn't seem to get through one test. This is a brand new one, just pulled out of the package. Just like the other one, it was a brand new one in the package, but we're going to give this one more shot, see if maybe we just had a bad Vermont American, or whatever these are called. Like I said, I don't even know where I got these. I think I got these from Lowe's. Must have had them sitting here for a while and just never used them. So let's go ahead and put this on the DeWalt. And this guy's ready to rumble, so let's go ahead and see what this guy can do. Alright, we're going to pop it in, and then we're going to go 3, 2, 1. So, this ain't looking good for Vermont American or American Vermont or whatever their name is. So this is the second one now that has failed a test, and I feel like it might have failed for the same reason. Let's see. I don't know why this one failed, actually. I mean, I don't see any evidences of why this would fail. Let's go ahead and pop it back on here again. Maybe we can get it to reconnect. Let me grab a, let's see here. Got our Milwaukee. I think this is a 10-in-1. I'm going to see if we can maybe use this to... No, that's not even... That does not want to turn for some reason. So let's see if maybe it turns... Maybe we gotta try it the other way. Nope. So, I don't know what to tell you because this guy just does not want to play ball with us. So we're going to try and see if we can maybe reconnect this, but I will say this wasn't supposed to be part of this video. Was not an intended additional tool test, but now we know Vermont American is not a brand I would recommend going out and buying regardless of what you need it for, because this guy is pretty much seems to be stripped out. I mean, you know, might be able to use something and get out the piece, but essentially this guy is just toast. It's even trying to get the bit back out now. Yeah, it's slightly cockeyed in the hole, so it means that it's actually basically tweaked a little bit. It won't grab. There's no way to pop this back through, so I guess we're going to have to do a different test. Well, let's pop a couple more holes in with this 1 3/8 just real quick. I'm just going to throw that off because that's garbage. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to give this 2 more for the DeWalt, and we're going to do a speed round, so we're going to see how quickly 2 of these will go through, and then we'll do the same thing with the XTR. And then I think that's going to wrap up our testing for today. We're going to see just overall what our results were. So ready? 3, 2, 1. Alright, I got 13 seconds on the clock for the XR. Now let's see if we can beat that with the Kobalt. See what the Kobalt does. And we're going to come to this end of the wood, and then we're going to see what we can get. So ready, resetting our stopwatch. Get the sawdust off my phone. Alright, 3, 2, 1. So unfortunately my phone locked up on me. So I'm going to have to redo that test because I lost, my phone locked up on me, and so I didn't see the timer. So we're going to see, let's grab a different piece of wood just because we've run out of space to make holes on this piece of wood. So I mean, you can see we've put a bunch of holes in this piece of wood. But I got its, you might call it its twin, its sister, whatever you want to call it. Came off the same piece of lumber. Essentially these were 2 4x8 2x4s, 8-foot lengths, cut down to 4-foot length for testing purposes. Obviously, makes it a little smaller for the space, easier to work with. So let's go ahead. We're going to retest this again. Pull this guy back here, and we're going to go. Ready, set, 3, 2, 1. So I've got 11 seconds for those 2 holes. 11 seconds. Alright. So we're going to tally up all our results, and we're going to see who is the winner of this tool test. Alright, and the winner is Kobalt. Would not have expected this. Would not have expected this. But this Kobalt XTR, it beat DeWalt. And if you guys have a problem with that, if you guys have any questions, you know, smash that like button. Do me a favor. This is a brand new YouTube channel. I'm trying You know, give me your commentary, give me your criticisms, give me your feedback. Tell me what you guys want to see on this channel. Tell me what you guys want to see put head to head. I don't care what brand it is. We will make it happen. This was the brand new. I don't even know how I got this, honestly, because I think it was a mess up at the Lowe's that they put these out before they were supposed to. And there was a toolkit sitting there, and it wasn't in Lowe's program. They didn't have, they couldn't find it in their inventory. The app didn't have it. I've gone on the website now. It doesn't show it on the Lowe's website, so I don't know if the XTR is even supposed to be out yet. I don't know if it's officially been released in all the Lowe's stores. Like I said, I can't find it on their website. Cannot find it on the Kobalt website. I cannot find it on the app. But I am so happy that I got these. Currently, I don't know what the price is going to be when it launches everywhere for the kit. So this was the 5-piece kit. As I reviewed in the first video, the unboxing, you get the box, which is a super awesome, heavy duty. I mean, I'd like to see more of that from Kobalt. These boxes are fantastic. It's got nice big wheels on it. Anyway, you get the box. You get a top divider for the top of the box, so you can actually put assorted bits and things like that. It pulls out, nice little thing. It comes with these really rugged, surprisingly, this is actually the one. It's the storage tray, and it came in the box, but it's so well made that this could actually sit in the bottom of your toolbox, and you can put your battery, your charger, store an extra blade in here for your 7 1/4 inch saw. This thing I was actually really surprised with. It's really well built for just being essentially the storage, the storage until you buy the tools and then bring it home. I would say this is going to be really nice to hold on to because it will keep your kind of box organized. But, essentially that's my take on that. But so I paid $3.99 for the kit. That comes with your impact driver, hammer drill driver. You're going to get your 7 1/4 inch, really nice saw. I can't wait to put that up against the DeWalt FlexVolt. That's going to be coming next. FlexVolt 60-volt saw versus their 24-volt saw. I think we're going to have some surprises with that one as well. We also have the recip saw, which is an oscillating recip saw. It's not a regular recip saw. It's actually an oscillating recip saw. So I'm super excited to see what happens with those tests. Those are going to be coming at you real soon. So smash that like button. Give me the comments, because that's what's going to tell me that you guys want to see more. And I'm going to put every one of these XTR tools up against big name competitors. See who's going to win in each category. See what I can do to find out more information for you guys as well. Ask me questions. Leave those comments. Smash that like button. And you know what? This is Bob the Builder for Bob the Builder, the channel.